Less than 8 hours finally for Trickcal to be here, so let's talk a little bit about rerolling, how it works, my recommendation for emulators, on which one is the best to reroll with multi-instancing, and obviously, the most important, if it's worth and what characters are worth to go for. The roster for global is a bit different, so we'll talk about what options you guys will have day one for the global server. So that said, before we start, hello Daners, welcome back to Waifus. I'm Sefhi, your favorite gambling addict. Today's topic, reroll in Trickcal Chibi Go. So there is one thing that's going to be important, first of all, is that for 99% of the players it's not worth rerolling. Because while you are playing, day one you're going to be receiving a selector that includes these 5 characters right here, BB included. So technically, rerolling for 99% of the players is worthless because you can just pick BB here and you're good to go. Now, why BB instead of any other character? Well, if we switch to the emulator and we go into BB, she is by far the best tank in the game. And when we say the best tank, like I literally mean she is better than everything else the game has to offer in 2 years already. There is still no other tank in the game that is better than her. So she's really strong. Now, it's also really important to remember, by the way, and I'll talk about this on the tier list video as well. Character placements will change for global. Global is getting not only the skill, the ultimate, and the basic attack, but there is a new one right here that is going to be the passive skill. Every character is getting a passive skill in the game. So placements on the tier list will change. BB might be dethroned as the best tank in the game, but for now, it's my recommendation. 100%, I will say pick BB on the day one selector after you complete your missions, and then just play the game, don't bother rerolling. Now, if you are looking to actually reroll and min max, what I will do is reroll to get at least 2 Pilgrims or 2 Eldain characters. The only Eldains on release are going to be these 5 right here, and also the banner for Yomi. We are getting the first mystic character in the game right here, Yomi. So she's the global exclusive character. She's gonna be the first banner with Erpin. Those 2 are getting a banner, so we're getting a banner for Erpin right here and one for Yomi. Obviously, the one that's gonna be stronger is gonna be Yomi. Okay, every Pilgrim in the game has been strong, and from what we saw from her kit on the Japanese livestream, she looks really good. She's a hybrid support / DPS that will also reduce the SP generation for enemies. So all in all, if you have to reroll for anything, I will say reroll, get Yomi, get at least another 3-star character you like, right? And then pick BB on the selector or pick Shion or whoever you like. The good thing about this game also, by the way, is that on the reroll, or when it comes to rerolling, not only you're getting 1 on the first day, right, the selector on the first day, but you're getting a random ticket on the last day of the beginner missions, day 7. That includes the same characters. Not only that, but there is a beginner banner that will give you, after 5 multis, another Eldain. So all in all, the strategy, in my opinion, even if you are using multi-instances, which, by the way, if you want to reroll on PC, you should be doing it with BlueStacks. Yes, this video is sponsored, and they're also sponsoring the website during the launch of the game during this month. So thank you, BlueStacks, for sponsoring the website and this video. You guys have a link in the description. That's the easiest way of helping me with the content for Trickcal and every other gacha out there. What I would recommend, using multi-instancing or not, is to reroll, see what characters you get with your 5 free multis, because you're going to be getting them directly on the mail. See what characters you are getting after you pull on the Yomi banner, and then use your day one selector. That should be like already making rerolling way easier. The biggest problem is going to be that rerolling for a Pilgrim might be a little bit harsh. For some reference, guys, these are 3 Pilgrim banners, 3 Eldain character banners. I've done 272 pulls on this banner, and I have not gotten a single copy of her. Eldain banners are harsh. The game gives you enough currency to get them, and obviously I've been unlucky. You might be able to be luckier than me and get 5 characters in 200 pulls, while I've only gotten off banners, right? But I was able to ticket her, and I already done almost 300 more pulls, so I could ticket another copy probably today or tomorrow after reset, right? So the game usually gives enough currency where you don't have to really worry about those things, because you will be able to get a copy of each character at least. As a free-to-play, I'm also going to be 100% honest, it's really hard recommending going for dupes on a Pilgrim banner unless you are Omega Lucky. Now, it's weird they decided to go for a Pilgrim on the first banner, considering how hard they are to get, because it's going to be a little bit harsher for new players that might get fucked on this banner and be like, I don't want to play this game, right? So it's a little bit weird, but whatever. I would recommend re-rolling on the Yomi banner until you get her, and then just see what you get on the beginner banner and on your day one selector as well, to get a good team going on with those 3 units. Other than that, there is no reason to be rerolling for Erping. Again, she's a good character. If you're planning on building a green team, she's great, she's cute, and she is the queen as well, right? But there is plenty of alternatives when it comes to DPSs for the green team, and she's not one of those meta DPS picks long term, at least on the Korean server. I do like her. She got this free skin, and she's getting a cheaper skin as well in global. But once again, if I had to reroll for a pilgrim or a normal character, you can exchange or even farm later on. No reason to do it. Really important. The reason why I don't recommend rerolling for standard characters is because you can't farm them. You can't farm them here. Every day you're gonna be able to come here and you have 8 attempts to farm different stages that have different characters, and you'll be able to get shards for them. And not only here, but also the normal standard shards, the apostle certificates, whatever they're called. If you want to buy a normal character, it's pretty cheap to get 20 of them, and you can unlock the character directly. So you can unlock a unit after you have 300 apostle certificates. A unit you like and you don't have, you can directly purchase. That's why I say that normal characters, not really worth going for. Reroll always for the pilgrim. When it comes to the other units that are on the selector, they were all buffed in Korea because they were kind of underwhelming, to be honest. So nowadays, most of them, both Ui and Chloe, are both used. They are great. Xion was buffed. It was a really nice DPS, but the dark element, the press element, has gotten a lot of newer DPS as well. She's falling a little bit, but again, still a fantastic character. Aya is the one that probably has the least priority with Chloe. I will say that those are like the two less used. Again, if you're planning on building a team around those elements, you can use them, it's fine. I'm just saying that if we talk from the perspective of how used they are in Korea, Vivi is the one that's the most used, Xion follows close, Yui is a fantastic support character, and then you have Chloe for people who want to build a madness team, and Aya that I will end up getting because she's a waifu, and she's decent nowadays after her buff, and she has a great Ice Witch skin that looks pretty good, right? But TLDR, if you're interested on rerolling, obviously do it with blue stacks with the links in the description down below, and aim to get at least one Pilgrim or one Eldain, whatever you want to call them. If possible, I'm gonna still recommend going in and doing it on the new banner for Johnny, because again, she is the new character, is global exclusive, there is no way they made her weak, and you will also be able to obtain a lot of banners in here because it's 0.3 or 0.6%, meaning there's going to be plenty of characters you get to build up your account initially. Do not pull for Erpin, in my opinion, is kind of a waste in contrast to going for the new character, but that's kind of a preference thing. That said, enough jumping, we're going to be live when the game goes live, maybe a couple hours after. It's like 4 AM my time. We'll see what we do. We're gonna be re-rolling on stream, playing the game, welling a little bit so we can get most of the characters to properly test them and update the tier list and character reviews. All that said, that's gonna be it for this video. As usual, love you all bastards. Good luck with your pool, the rates, and I'll see you on the next one.